What's up YouTube? It's Mr. Ferguson back once again here from Central North Carolina. Thank you guys so much for checking me out here in my lawn. I'm making this video in the rain because it's raining right now. I'm filming this when you're watching it probably on more than likely on a Monday, but I'm filming it on my normal day of Thursdays. If you missed the previous videos, I'd mentioned what I'm probably going to do for the next several video releases was we're going to try Tuesday mornings and we're going to try Friday mornings. So that's going to be my typical schedule, which is funny because someone mentioned to me, DIY Lawn Coach was talking about Mr. Ferguson was always on a set day, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And here I just randomly, not knowing that, decided to change it. But I think this is going to work out a little bit better as far as helping me to get the content to you. Also, for those that I feel like I've neglected that have actually done the memberships. One of the perks of the memberships is to get the videos early. This helps with that. So when I do get it ready prior to Tuesday release or Friday release, I release it to the Super Freak group, which is the top tier group. I release it to them early so they get content access early, as well as the badge on their name. So if you're interested, I always put that in the description. If you're interested in memberships, check that out below. But just wanted to make a note of that going forward. So as I mentioned, guys, it is a nice 60 some, mid 60 degree. I don't have, here you can see on the house, you can see it dripping down. We've had lots of rain. Again, I don't have an accurate measurement on that, on how much rain we've gotten in the past couple days, but by next week that will change and we'll have more on that topic coming soon. Lawn care wise, I just wanted to do a quick review. As we're getting rain, we talked about how all of our shade is coming in at this time of year, getting into May. And you can still see out in my lawn a little bit of that brown. And again, when we did our wetting agent test, I have not done any additional water with the sprinkler since we did that video. Just let the natural rain do it or none at all. And because of that, we still have some browning in our lawn, as you can see here. Some of that I'm hoping is the fescue that got fungus previously. It is about time to renew or refresh the fungicides, so I need to do that. But we still have some brown, and a lot of that I think has happened because I've not been watering. I hope that's the case. So sometimes when we don't water, our grass will definitely change colors because it's not getting the water it needs. It's not necessarily fungus attacking your lawn. Sometimes we are getting decent amount of water, but our grass is just in a weakened state and it can be fungus. So we have to be on top of our fungicides. Again, love looking at this Bloodgood Japanese maple. I love this tree. I'll tell you why. I know I talk about it almost every video. It feels like it's gotten just a little bit taller. So I feel like it's finally getting rooted and established in this place, but I'm telling you this one for a purpose. So this is the Bloodgood one, and love the color, love the red, and it looks like an even lighter red up top, but love this. So anyways, there's a reason why I'm telling you that. So we're finally getting water in the lawn. Again, hopefully the Hydra holder we did on this side will hold some of this rainfall a little bit longer. As you guys should have seen on the last video, interesting results on that, right? I gave you just the straight up facts of what we're seeing in the lawn as far as those wetting agents and how they were performing up to that point without water. And it was just kind of weird. The strip looking pretty good. Again, we've got this kind of browning, almost like winter, I know we went back to like upper 40 degree nights, and we're still getting this change of the color and the fescue. So I'm not exactly sure if it's just the back and forth from warm to cold to warm to cold, or, I'm not sure. But as long as we're doing, now this almost looks like, number one, I probably need to sharpen my mower blades, and secondly to that, I did cut it when it was wet. When I was in a hurry to get to my brother's in Wilmington, I did a wet mow, and it was wet, and that probably just tore up. Like the blades not being sharp is even worse, but tore that up, and that's probably why that looks like that. So if you're seeing the same, let's sharpen our blades. Let's do the right thing. We got to take our time. Even though down here it looks pretty decent, it might have caught it. I'm not sure. But anyways, I definitely need to sharpen my blades, and don't want to cut it while it's wet. But sometimes we don't have a choice, right? It's just grass. It's going to heal. It's going to recover. But we don't want to cut it when it's wet. It makes a big mess. We still have the big dry spot only in the hydro holder side, as you can see in this picture right here. This side seems to do pretty good. And again, I've not hand watered, I've not used my irrigation, I've just done natural rainwater, and that's it. And the back side of the tree, everything looks awesome, like fertilized awesome. We get a little more like where there's lack of growth around the tree area right here because we've not had a lot of water, and then we're just straight up color changing, no growth, dry spot right here, even with the addition of the water. We're supposed to get a lot of water today. We're actually supposed to get rain throughout the weekend while I'm filming this. So if you're watching it on Monday, we should have had a lot of rain by the time you're watching this. So hopefully this goes away with just some good natural rain and it comes back to normal. Over here on the hydrotane side, guys, looking awesome. No dry spots. Looks great. It's growing. You can see on camera, hopefully, where the grass is like taking off and growing, and where like over here it's not. It's staying like mower height. And the only reason I can say why that is water. That's the only thing that's changed is water. So again, from the left side of the stake, the hydro holder, very interesting. We think the tree is a factor. Go watch that video if you want to hear more about that. But hopefully with the rainfall, this is going to recover right here. So the big thing I was going to share with you this Monday is my new tree over here. So I mentioned you guys with the Kills-All, I went crazy with it and killed the old tree that my wife had planted over here, and I went and bought a new one. Meet Mr. Japanese Maple number 2. This, guys, is an Emperor 1. Yes, it cost me a couple pennies, but I absolutely love that tree in the back, and I absolutely love the way this guy looks. The leaves on it, I mean, just absolutely gorgeous. Brought it home yesterday. There's a nursery right by my work. Threw it in the back of the Colorado, and dug up the old tree and went ahead and put this in the ground because I knew he's going to have this water and this weather, and hopefully it will adapt and hopefully it will look awesome. It's much further away from the house. I know it will be close right here. It's I don't know, 15 feet from the corner of the house or so. I think that's about the width it can get. So we may have to prune this in the years to come, but I'm not worried about that right now. You can see where I matted down the grass, but I mean, perfect. I think it's just a gorgeous spot, and I'm going to try to be more on top about extending this tree ring as it grows. Might have to prune this bottom limb off and maybe plant it or give it to my mom or somebody as a new tree. I was watching a guy that said you can absolutely do that. You can trim that bottom branch and make that a new tree, and you know, obviously it'll take forever to grow, but you can do that. So very excited about this tree. I love it. I love looking at it. Now we've got one in the front yard, and I think it's just going to be absolutely gorgeous as it gets older. I hope it gets a super red color. From what I hear with Emperor 1 type trees specifically, is they're almost like the iron cutter of Japanese maples, that they hold their color longer in fall, and they color up and pop earlier in spring, and they hold that longer before summer and winter when they kind of die back a little bit. So we'll see how big it gets. We do have some green still on it, and we got some of the pretty Japanese maple red on it. So highly it just makes me, I love this. I love it so much. Plus, it was getting super annoying with the dead tree trying to mow. It was expanded over the tree ring, and so it was super annoying trying to mow over that. So I definitely want to be on top of extending this ring out as needed. Need to get some mulch to put down there as well. So that was the big news. That's why I wanted to talk to you about the Bloodgood we got in the back, and now we got an Emperor 1 in the front, but the lawn is doing pretty good. So again, it's raining on me right now, but guess what? We've talked about rain so much, I don't care. I'm enjoying getting wet in my lawn, and again, it's just a lawn, but some of the dry spots we were dealing with, you can still see the same thing over here, where down the trees, you know, the trees obviously are sucking moisture, and so is the grass. They're fighting over that, right? Out here in the middle, not as bad, but you can see some of the areas where we had dry spots. Again, same thing, this discolorization in the lawn. So likely that's just from the suffering of lack of rain. Hopefully with moisture, it comes back over time, and we may look at what the outlook is going to be. Mountain View seed wise, just a quick update on this. It's flourishing. It's awesome looking. I love Mountain View seed. You guys told me, and you were right. All of you that said Mountain View seed rocks, you were correct. Different cultivars from what's in GCI turf, but it continues to look awesome into the month of May. It's thick. It's got some Kentucky bluegrass, I know, in here, some perennial rye, some tall fescue, and it just continues to look amazing, guys. So it's holding on. It's you know, with the added shade now, that with the leaves on the tree, we'll see what happens with this rainfall. Hopefully it doesn't, you know, sometimes, like I was saying, when it's shaded like this and we get rain, it's either going to soak it up, or it's either going to, you know, if we have warm nights, it can cause fungus. But so far it looks awesome, and I am going to overseed with this. And it's like hard to get. Like, I got it from Home Depot, and it's looking difficult to get online. So we got sticks I got to pick up and get out of the yard. But anyways, all through here, that's what this is: Mountain View Seeds Sun and Shade Mix. And you can almost see where the line stops right here, right on this side, as the rain comes down harder. But we don't care. We've been waiting for rain for a long time. But all through the trees right here, again, I know these trees it's difficult to grow grass around the trees, but right now, worth it for these 3 months. And this is what I was saying when I planted it, and everybody's like, you can't grow grass around trees, Mr. Ferguson. It's a waste of time. Don't waste your time. I don't care. If this dies in the next month, I will be very sad. But I love mowing back here. It's shaded. We're under the trees. I love this little spot. I'm not getting poured on right now, and I love the way this is doing. And I feel like it's doing better than the previous Sun and Shade mixes we've tried, but I could be wrong on that. So anyways, but out in the Spreader Elite GCI turf areas, it is, you know, it looks like those cultivars are the ones being more susceptible to disease and the dry spots right now. Of course, it could be soil conditions as well. So we'll keep an eye on it. Obviously, we're getting rain today, and man, beautiful sounds as I hit the leaves as I'm getting wet and getting soaked here. So just as a quick update, lastly, before we get out of here, I am continuing every time I go to the church. I've got my little reel mower that I showed you guys previously, and I'm cutting that Iron Cutter Bermuda. And when I'm there, I'm also trying to water it. So giving it plenty of water to grow, cut, grow, cut, grow, cut. Hopefully this spread. There's not much to show you now, but we'll give you an update video on that as well. God bless you guys. I hope you're enjoying the rain where you are as well. We'll see you on the next video.